We're the Voxes.
Yes.
From San Fernando Valley.
To be more specific, Van Nuys.
Van Nuys, California.
Very nice.
My name's Brian.
My name's Alec.
My name's John.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Joseph.
And we're the Voxes.
Yeah.
The
Voxes.
We put a bow on that.
Yeah.
So I'm from Reseda. 818 represent. That's all 818.
I was born in Long Beach, but I was raised in Van Nuys.
I was born in Sun Valley and raised in Panorama City.
I was born and raised in Van Nuys, California.
I was born in Chile, Santiago, and came here when I was like 8. Yeah.
Well, if we're going to be that specific, I was born in Cedar Sinai, somewhere around.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys were all saying where you guys are from.
Just rep Santiago.
Yeah. Santiago.
Yeah, we're all from the Latino community, Mexican and Chileno.
Our spicy boy on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
Left.
Some of us first generation, some of us third generation.
Yeah. First gen, baby.
Yeah.
First gen here, so.
We're trying to
gen
teach
here.
Johnny how to speak Spanish. Yeah.
I don't speak Spanish.
He understands it.
Yeah.
He doesn't speak it.
He's
Very
very
little.
Yeah, our next lesson involves us having to watch Shrek in Spanish. It's the better version.
It's the better. It is. It's the better version.
Mis bonitas.
I think coming from LA in the area we're from, I guess somehow we all grew up listening to the same music, and that's how we really connected. First off with John and Adrian, we connected in just listening to the same 2000s rock, and then forming the band and adding Alec to the ride, and we connected the same way. He listened to the same music we all did. So that foundation is what helped us build our sound and our music. So, we formed the band. We had an old singer, didn't work out with him, and we knew Joseph from
like other shows.
He played in other bands, and we were looking for a new singer. He was looking for a new band, and one day he posted on Facebook. He saw it, and we just gave him a tryout, and it just, from that moment, he also listened to the same music we did. So from that moment when we gave him a trial, we gave him instrumentals, and he blew us away, to be honest. And we just all connected with him. So that led to our new Voxes lineup, and that's what we are today.
And as far as forming a band, I think it's natural that since we all have similar music tastes, we sort of came together and gelled so well. What is also a miracle is that we've been together for 10 years, and it's sort of like
Milestone.
and it has worked out for that long.
Yeah.
Well, 8 with Joseph, but yeah, I guess it takes a special kind of luck to get 5 dudes together who all like the same music, who all like writing the same music and performing it, and also get along and don't get in each other's hair too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah, a little friction is good.
We honestly formed like a brotherhood. We all basically treat each other like brothers, and that's the way this works. Just the music brought us together, and we just worked it out with our individual talents, and the music has been progressing. We started off a certain way, and but that's the learning curve of just playing together for so long.
As our music tastes have evolved, so has us writing our music, so has our writing style and the sort of music that we've been producing. So yeah, I guess we sort of went off on a tangent, didn't we?
Yeah, but that's
the gist of it.
That's basically what influenced our sound.
Like
our
influences
music.
us, but also it's weird because like you tend to like when we started the band, we sort of sounded a lot like our influences, which is early 2000s post-punk. The Strokes, namely, that was sort of like our foremost
Grunge.
comparison.
Yeah.
but then like once you write music for so long, you sort of develop your own sound, and then it stops being so obviously comparable to our influences. They're still in there, you know, but yeah, you start differentiating yourself from the music that you listen to, and I think we've reached a point to where it's like our sound is pretty unique, at least to us. Maybe from an outside perspective, it sounds like something you already listen to, but to us, it sounds pretty fresh and new, and that's why we enjoy doing it.
And I think one way where we grew up affected the way we write music and do music is very. I mean, I think we all came from sort of like lower middle class families that we've done like we've learned to DIY a lot of the things we do when it comes to recording and just, you know, try to like showcase our music. I think everything is DIY, you know, and we've been able to kind of figure things out on our own and, you know, try to scrap up whatever extra money we all have to, you know, record or set up like, I don't know, like an event to, again, showcase our music and just try to get out there and yeah.
Also, another thing I think I would say that how our music our sound comes together is also not only do we like the same music, but like I feel like our parents also, like at least my parents and I feel like Adrian's parents, they also like the same music. So I grew up listening Spanish rock. And I think I can say that for Joseph as well.
Like 80s.
And Alec, like 80s Spanish rock.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, so growing up in a Mexican household and they're playing the Spanish rock, it's like, you know, we can all relate because then I play it or Adrian will play and they'll all know the lyrics to the song. So that's another thing that also helped our sound.
Yeah. I also think that like a big part of the reason why we've been together for so long is because we have like really good chemistry with each other. You know, like we said before, we're brothers, you know, and it's good to have that in the band. Definitely, it's to have really good chemistry because, yeah, it can get really bad. Fuck you.
It started off as two separate bands at first. It was the band that I was in right after high school, which was called Voxes. Yeah, we were based in like Woodland Hills. It was like me and a couple high school buddies. We had a band for like a summer, and then started going to Pierce College, which is where our singer at the time met these guys.
Yes. Yeah, so before we met them, I knew Adrian since middle school, and I've known John since like early high school, mid years in high school. I didn't say 10th grade, and I guess towards 11th senior year, we all just connected with the same music again, Nirvana, The Strokes, and we formed a band with another friend, and another friend that I also knew, and we formed a little band called Modern Run, and we just kind of like played a couple shows at the high school, but that didn't really get anywhere. We just kind of stopped, and John and I started going to Pierce together, Pierce College, and we just started playing Strokes music we're taking a guitar class, and this kid walked by singing the song, and he walks away at first, then he comes back, and he's just telling us about how he wants to form a band, and we already had John, who was a drummer, and then Adrian, who was on guitar, and he's like, hey, I have a bassist, which was Alec. So we all met up at his place, and it just felt like something, I don't know, it gave me a little goosebumps, you can say, because we all connected. You know, even though we had just met him a few days ago, we had just met him at the garage that day. We've known each other since high school. It just felt like, thinking about it, it kind of gives me goosebumps because it just formed, you know, like it felt nice.
Do you remember the first song we practiced was? Was it a Stroke song?
No, I think it was a song we sent to the first singer. We sent him a song we called Breaking Down. I don't know. I think
Break It Down.
Break It Down or something. It was just, and we just learned on the spot, and then I think they had a couple songs.
Probably Vespa.
Yeah, Vespa, and some song called Teenage Story. So we just for those three songs were our main songs, and then we just started writing more, getting into his garage, writing more, and just playing shows.
Yeah. Well, we had him for about 2 years. That was like 2013, 2015.
Yeah.
And then he was moving away, and then he decided that he just didn't want to be in the band anymore. It just wasn't feasible for him. It wasn't practical. So the day that he left was like maybe 1 or 2 days before Joseph joined us.
Joseph, yeah.
Which was an amazing coincidence that he left his
it was
band at the same
meant to
time.
be.
It was we know Joseph from playing shows with the old singer. We would play shows with his old band.
The local DIY spots.
The local DIY spots, yeah.
Tone's House, if you know.
And that's how we met Joseph. So he left, and he posted on Facebook, and we hit him up, right? John's like, hey, you want to try out? And it worked out.
Things just fell into place.
So that's our story.
Well,
Our teenage story.
We're
teenage
talking, John.
I guess it was definitely instrumental when we started, like the first several years of our lifespan, was propped up on the local community. The local DIY guys, like I mentioned last time, Tone and Tone's House, he was pretty much just like the hallmark of the local like DIY scene. There were some dudes out in like off the Looney Team, which was it Senior or was it Silmar?
I think it was Silmar.
It was like out in Silmar, this dude was just like running a show out of his empty pool. Like tons of cool things like this. Koo's house out in wherever the hell that was.
Our friend Koo,
Yeah.
He would throw shows in his house, his little like garage room, and so many bands would just play there. And
Yeah,
it was so packed.
Super stuffy, but worth it.
Oh yeah. And the best DIY venues are. And yeah, just having like a plethora of places to play and places for just the local music scene to get together and just see local music, that really goes a long way. And then to have some of those people like open their doors to us and in such ways as letting us record at their little DIY studios. Like our first like 2 EPs were done DIY with this guy Tone that we keep talking about. Shout out, Tone's But yeah, like the DIY scene, the local DIY scene is like that's how you get started. You gotta start somewhere, you know. And these guys and all these guys are like doing excellent work. They still are. Although I have to say lately we've been moving a little bit outside of the valley when it comes to that aspect, as far as like recording and collaborating with other people who organize these kinds of things, such as recording and throwing shows.
Also, I feel like since COVID, it's been a little weird, or maybe just a little harder, maybe. But I know there's still people putting DIY shows, and they do give opportunities to upcoming bands, and even just bands like us who've been around to go out and just play to new fans, old fans, and just young kids who want to go to shows. But I know that after COVID, things closed down, people stopped. So it's been kind of tough on that aspect.
Yeah, the local DIY venue scene has been kind of quiet since then. I haven't really heard of anybody really doing that kind of thing this day and age. Grand Palace, perhaps?
Yeah.
Yes, are they?
I don't know. I honestly don't.
I haven't caught up in a while.
I know there's still opportunities out there. There's upcoming bands that hit us up, upcoming artists, indie bands that hit us up to play. So there is opportunity. There is opportunity still. So that's
you gotta
good.
keep playing.
You gotta keep playing, yeah, and put your music out. That's for sure.
Yeah, when we play shows, most recent one we played, which was 2 weeks ago. We see some old I saw some old faces that I haven't seen in a while from like the DIY scene. So it's good to see that like there are some old standbys that are coming out and supporting the shows, even though we've sort of haven't played a show in the Valley proper in a while. Like people from the Valley are still coming out and supporting our music. So that's really encouraging. So it seems like those roots are running deep.
Yeah.
Stuff that we want to listen
make music for people, make them happy and shit,
Stuff we want to listen to, stuff that,
just
hopefully
just take them
listen
away
to.
from all the bullshit.
I guess if I had to say something about that, would be just to like express ourselves, you know, to be able to freely express ourselves and I feel like just put out what we feel sounds good in the studio as we're working on a song, so that the audience can feel what we feel as we're writing that song. And that's mainly what I feel like our significance in this writing music is, like, just, you know, feel good writing it so that also people can feel good when listening to it. I want them to feel what we feel when we're in the studio, and just put those emotions into the song so that it can spread to the world.
Yeah, if the process is enjoyable, then it's going to reflect in the final product, and hopefully the audience picks up on that. Yeah.
And also do it because it's like a big passion of all of us. You know, it's something that we just really enjoy doing.
Why do you do it, Johnny?
Why do you do what you do? Why are you the way you are?
Why am I the way I am?
What are your arguments? Music. That's the question.
To play awesome music with my best friends.
That's what you do. That's what you do.
Nice.
I like that.
I know it's like low energy, but
No, you're good.
No.
To play music with my best
that's
friend.
Yeah, she just hates being in the band.
Yeah.
No, he loves being in the band. We all love being in the band, and we all love being writers and creating the music. What's our purpose in music? I feel like our purpose is just to get out and be creative, to try to influence others who are trying to also do the same thing that we were once doing when we were young and what we're still doing right now. So I think my passion in music is like just giving it my all, you know, and just really putting my emotions into what I'm creating. That's definitely what I would have to say.
Yeah, and if we're all enjoying the process of making music, it's going to reflect in the final product, and then we hope that everybody else sort of identifies with how enjoyable it was for us to write the music. And it's a wholly and totally collaborative process. We all have an equal say in each aspect of writing in each song. So we feel that our music is the most honest representation of all of our musical expressions. And I think that's really unique for us, because the creativity doesn't come down to just one person's vision. It's all of ours. So yeah. That's all I have to say about that.
And our Does anyone want to say why they like doing it?
Adrian, why do you do this?
What?
It ain't the money.
Nah.
It's not the money.
Nope. Nah, it's just I guess I can feel the same way John says. You know, just doing it with your brothers, your friends, and I think that's the coolest part of it all. You know, and doing music that sounds good, that represents us, and in an artistic way, and also just in almost like in an emotional way. Because I feel like when we all feel a certain emotion, I don't know. I mean,
It feels good.
It feels good, yeah. I mean, especially with this EP coming out, I think we all set a vibe, and it really showed in the EP. And I'm pretty sure people are gonna feel the same vibe, and it made us dance. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna make people dance. So yeah,
That's the goal, yeah.
Another reason why I also like to do it, just to throw it out there, just performing with these guys, the energy they put out, that keeps me going even more, you know. Every time we get to perform, you know, we hit the stage and everyone's just putting their all to it, and they're focused, and they're playing their hearts out. So
Just kissing John before
you know, blowing each other kisses while on stage, you know.
Yeah, you know, writing the music is one kind of pleasure. Recording it and seeing the final product, and then doing everything surrounding it is another sort of like gratification, satisfaction with working with all these other creatives like Devontae over there behind the camera, with you guys, Evan over there, shooting our photos and everything. Doing all that, you know, as an auxiliary to the final product, and then
growing
and
growing
with everybody creatively too.
Growing with everyone creatively, we've grown so much thanks to the help of other people that come in and help us out, and our producer Evan, who's produced the first record to this record, and he co-produced with friend Jose Cruz as well. Just learning from all those, and just like creating this new EP is why I'm still doing the.
And then taking all that and almost as a culmination to take all that music that we've worked so hard to create with other people as well is to finally put that on stage and put it in front of people, and almost in its most vulnerable form. That's a totally different kind of satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's another huge aspect of why we do it.
Yo, check our EP out.
No, we thank you, for having us and to letting us join the bill and
Gooch House.
Yeah,
Gooch House. We're excited to play. We're excited to be there.
Gooch
House. All the dope artists, all the good friends. So, if there's anything else to say, look out for our EP that is coming up.
When?
September 29th. Look out for that. And
Was that early?
Oh,
That's
here
early
it
fall.
comes.
Early fall or late summer? Late summer.
I guess you could
fall.
say
Late
late
summer.
summer.
It's
And
not fall.
the
It's
summer
already
come
summer,
down,
Summer's over already.
Summer come down,
It will be a week into fall.
Oh,
A week into fall,
Early
yeah.
fall.
A fall
First week
EP.
of fall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. End of summer, early fall.
We should rename it to Pumpkin Spice EP.
Oh yeah.
Pumpkin spice.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
the
see
new
you
name.
guys at Gooch House,
Yeah.
and we'll see you guys there.